Well, welcome back, everyone. It's Vin, and Dogecoin has been doing amazing today. Actually, it's all crypto assets across the board are performing phenomenally. I'm going to go to the charts in just a moment, show you exactly what Dogecoin is doing, and I'm going to give you some information on why I think it's doing this and what to expect in the upcoming days and weeks. But before we go through the charts, I just want to say those of you who have decided to now start investing and just dip your toe into the water and see what this is all about, congratulations. I'm not even sure how many have made the decision. It's upwards of 50 to 100 of you are now investing in this. I see a bunch of you in my back end on Robinhood who signed up that way, and I know some of you are doing it through other applications. But if you have not yet decided to do this and you're still worried about it for some reason, I encourage you, get involved. This is one of the ways people out there make quite a bit of money. Now, I am not a financial advisor, okay? You need to do your own research, but you're not going to hurt yourself if you invest $10 or $20 just to see what it's all about. So if you haven't started yet, I have a link below. It is a Robinhood app that you can have on your phone. It is free. There are no fees to this. Now, when you sign up, you are going to have to put information in because you can make money doing this. So they're going to want to send you something at the end of the year saying if you made money or not. So they're going to need information from you, and you're going to need to put a bank account in because if you want to deposit, like, I don't know, $10, $20 and go, okay, I'm going to put a little bit in Doge and I'm going to invest and see what this is all about. Click on the link below. It will give you some free, at least 1 to 3 free stock, which is nice. And I will be here every day to coach you along through this, okay? Those of you that have done it already, phenomenal. You are seeing really good gains today at a Dogecoin. So let's go ahead and go to the charts. Okay, so here we are in Dogecoin. You can see we are up right now 6.76% on the day. This is a great return, especially on Memorial Day weekend. Many people were not expecting this. There's a lot of individuals who report on Dogecoin and they were expecting a massacre this weekend, and it did not happen. Yes, there was some tough days. 2 days ago, things were looking, they look a little tough, but not that bad. And now all of a sudden, the crypto assets are beginning to move in the upward direction consistently, and that's a good thing. So here's the expanded chart. You can see we started the day off around 29 cents and even dipped to a low of 0.2949, and just from then on for the next, I don't know, 6 hours or so, just moving on up. And so the question becomes, why is Dogecoin moving up so much today? I mean, we're getting close to approaching 7, 8, perhaps maybe even 10% if we can keep this going up for the day. And the reality is there's no real news that came out today to support this sort of a upward movement. It's just that all crypto assets right now are experiencing sort of this move back. So there could be a lot more money right now funneling back into crypto assets like Dogecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Ethereum. You can see Ethereum is actually up 15% today. That is incredible. I know some of you invest in Ethereum. If you don't, you can use the Robinhood link below to also invest in Ethereum. I highly recommend Ethereum, although I am investing in Dogecoin because I like Doge a lot more. To me, I like the fact that it's a lighthearted crypto asset and that the people are behind it. And Ethereum is a solid crypto asset, and it's much more consistent than Dogecoin. It's been around longer. It's much more mature. It has a lot more security to it, but it's not as exciting. I would highly suggest investing in Ethereum as well. And today, man, 15%. You can't get a return like that in the bank. You can put your money in the bank for 5 years and not get a 15% return back on that. Now, that doesn't mean it's always going to be like this, but in the long term, this is why I'm saying that you guys should think about investing in this stuff, because in the long term, after 3, 4, 5 years, this is just the drop in the bucket of the direction that these major crypto assets are going. And Ethereum is going to be around. I mean, there's so many people behind this this crypto asset. So you can see how well it's doing. And let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up 7.6 7.77% right now. So it's kind of following the same as Dogecoin is. Doge is up, what, 6.26 right now, and Bitcoin is up 7.83. And as you can see, as I've said, it's all of the crypto assets. So it's no news in particular. It's not like someone came out and said, oh, this is some exciting news for either Doge or Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever crypto asset you're trading in. It's just that the market is now moving up. I do think people are starting to funnel their money back into these assets. So what do I expect for the upcoming days and weeks? Well, let me explain it this way. This is Dogecoin's 1 month chart. Okay. And so you can see it's hit the high of like around 74 cents is where it hit the high. And since that point, it's corrected downward, which is fine, not a problem. And you can see how stable it has been now. It has stabilized at the 30-cent mark. And if I switch over to the 1 week chart, you can see what's happening here. It's gone down and then it's stabilized. And right now we're starting to see the upward march. Now, I'm not going to say to you that that means it's going to solidly march upwards, but I am pretty confident that this asset has now stabilized. It's found its level at 30 cents. And any good news that starts to pump out about this, and there is good news on the way, is going to begin to swing this upwards. And I expect in the next day or two for this to stay steady between 30 and 32 cents. And over the next week or two to have a steady climb back up. Now remember, these are crypto assets, so they are volatile, especially Dogecoin, but it has the greatest potential out of all of them right now. Ethereum probably is up there with Dogecoin as well. But so you should expect that it could go back down, but we have a plan for that. Remember, it's a reinvestment plan. If it dips down to 27 cents, which is going to be very difficult for it to do, reinvest back into it. If it dips down to 22 cents, reinvest back into it. But as time goes by, it's going to be harder and harder for it to dip down to those levels, and we may never see those levels again. And if we don't, it's going to be a little sad because I kind of want to reinvest in those levels, but if it keeps going up, I won't be able to. And so that's a little bit of a sad thing, but it's also a good thing because now your investment is going up. So again, if you haven't started investing in this stuff yet, I highly encourage you to do so. You can do so in your own way. There is a link to Robinhood below. If you want to join me the way that I do it, you can do that. By the way, if you live in New York State, you kind of have to use Robinhood because a lot of the other popular ones out there don't actually accept Dogecoin. So if you want to do Doge, you kind of have to use Robinhood, but it's been a phenomenal trading application for me. So things are looking good on this Memorial Day weekend for all of these crypto assets. And if they held together this well over Memorial Day weekend and all of them are stabilizing out right now, it seems like, and they're trending upwards, I think the summer is going to be really, really good. That's my expectation, especially as some of this news starts pumping out. Apple, you all know Apple is coming out with some really good news about accepting crypto assets now. You want to get on board before Apple breaks this news. That's just what I'm saying to you. Tesla is going to do the same thing. And a number of other companies out there are going to begin to do the same thing. Coinbase is going to start accepting Dogecoin, which they don't do right now. I think there's 55 million people who use Coinbase who currently cannot invest in Dogecoin. Guess what happens when Coinbase starts to accept Dogecoin and 55 million people are able to invest now in Dogecoin? If they wanted to, they would have to switch out of Coinbase into some other trading application, and many of them don't want to. So that's going to happen. We know that's coming down the line. So if you want to invest, now is the time. It is still volatile. I'm telling you that I am not a financial advisor. Do your own research, but I'm in. A lot of you are in now. And congratulations to those of you that are. I'm excited to report on this every day. And I'm excited for you guys to be able to make a little bit of extra cash using this. Remember, we're in for the long term. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a crypto asset. It is a digital asset. And so it's something that's a long-term deal. It's like investing in gold or any sort of mind valuable thing. It's valuable because people believe it's valuable. Gold is valuable because people believe it is. It's rare. Well, we have digital assets now that are rare, and they're valuable because people understand the work and the time and the energy and the effort and money that goes into actually mining these things digitally. So it's sort of the new wave that's coming down. I know a lot of people have said, I wish I would have invested in Amazon back in 1995 or whatever. I wish I would have been, but it was so new. Nobody knew. That's the same place we are right now. Although these have proven themselves a little bit more already, many of them are still in the childhood phase right now. So if you want to get involved, if you're 30, 40, 50, even 60, you have decades ahead of you still. Life here on Earth. I would highly encourage you to put a little bit in, see how it goes, dip the toe in. So I'm excited about today's information. I'm excited about today's news. We'll keep you up to date each day on what's going on with this. And to the moon. I'll catch you next time.